All right, just doing a breakdown of a very, very recent match of Gabriel Sousa and Gianni Grippo. And just very, well, not a whole match, we're just looking at one particular pass Gabriel Sousa does. He's very good at north-south passing, and just like an interesting grip he used, which I think I'll try to implement in my training tomorrow. Okay, so first off, he's very explosive. You'll see, watch this like diving knee cut he does. See that, just diving across like this. And this actually sets up his pass that he's about to do. All right, so after let's have a look at the pass. So he comes in, works into north-south, clears the knee, and passes through north-south. Okay, so let's watch that again. Okay, so he's just going for the diving knee cut, and have a look immediately. He gets this grip on the sole of the foot of Gianni. Okay, so as he goes around, just here, he's already taken it, so he's looked for a grip on this foot. We'll see it better in a moment. And this arm's gone as a deep underhook down near the hip. All right. So here's that sole of the foot grip. I'll see if I can just get a slightly further back screenshot of that, sorry. There we go. Okay, so you can see he's gripped underneath the sole of the foot here. And he's put his head right next to the hip. All right, so it's kind of like the foot's very open. And he's going to use that sole of the foot grip to pass the leg to the other side of his head. All right. And now it's just the knee to deal with. Okay, now he's just got to deal with the knee line. And he'll do a little hip shimmy to kind of sprawl his hips lower, and then he'll deal with the knee. And there's the pass. All right, so let's break that down. So to start, let's look at, I'm not really going to go through the diving knee cut. That was basically just an opportunity to be outside the legs. Okay, so he goes for the knee cut, he kind of slides out of the legs, and now they're at this point where he can look to punch a hand down near the hip. This is one grip he's looking for. The other one is the interesting one, which is the sole of the foot grip. So basically, when this is here and you're trying to pass around, Gianni tries to like do a big swing open like this. Okay, and Sousa basically grips the sole of the foot here and puts his head over the top of the thigh, like this. So he's getting this underhook, he puts his head here. And then with this grip, it makes it hard because I'm holding the foot, it's a hard grip to break, right? If I grip here, it's much more likely like a frame will slip that off, yeah. So yeah, frame my hand, yeah, and just move your leg. I'll start to lose that, but here, frame that, like I'm gonna stick that a lot better, okay? So I do think this might actually be a slight upgrade on the normal grips that I personally usually look for. I'm usually looking at the shins, but here seems like it might be a great option, okay? So we're going underhook, head here, and then as you're trying to look for leg positioning here, I can then start to push this foot here, okay? And get that out of the way, okay? So that I'm now like head close and it's just a knee in front of me, okay? And this is where he'll end up. In the meantime, there's some frames here, and he basically just like I want to be close here. These frames allow, sometimes you get in and they've got frames, and then if they're flexible, and Gianni is flexible, they'll swing their legs through into your hips. Go for it. For a back take. Yeah. So that'll get like through this gap, and this can cause arm bars or just a recovery. If you can actually sprawl like down and kill that, it's much harder for them to get through that gap. So a little shimmy of your hips can often beat those frames. So I feel like if we're here, right, and he's trying to get his knees and legs back in, and I'm holding the shin, yeah, it's possible, but it can be hard to like move the leg and get my head in good position. Okay. With this grip on the foot, I feel like I've got I can extend much better. It's a stronger grip to give myself a chance to put my head in, keep your knee in front, and then work down towards the knee and work underneath the knee second. All right, so let's look at that again, just now that we've seen it broken down. So he dives across, he's gonna look to get a grip on this foot, hand in front of the hip, and head past the line of the thigh. There we go, hands come in near the hip. Hard to see, but he's starting to grab the foot. Okay, now from this angle you can see he's gripped the foot, and the head's going to come in past the line of the leg. There we go. Okay. Actually, even just have a look at that angle that he kind of like throws the foot past the line of his head. Just watch here. Just here, he kind of lifts his elbow up to get that. See that shin's in front of his head? I guess he doesn't want that shin in front of his head, so he passes it and tilts around. It's no longer the shin's no longer an issue. It's just the knee under his armpit now. Okay, but having done so, he can now change his left hand to the knee here, and he's lifting that up. Okay, and this is where he's done that little shimmy sprawl. Okay, lifting that knee up starts to give him space to, like, eventually you need to clear that knee to really pass. And now he's cleared the knee, right? He's scooped under the knee. He's actually in side control, or north-south. So I hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want more content from me, check out submeta.io.